Hey guys, it's your girl Whitspiration and I'm back with another video. Coming to you guys with a different vibe because this video is going to be more so a vlog update where I'm just going to talk about like things that went on in my life for the past couple weeks. And I just made sure I'm like just like a chill vibe. Like I don't have any makeup on. And you know, a lot of my videos, like if I really want to talk to you guys and it's just something I want to get off my chest or just a topic I need to discuss, I'm not going to just like rush and put on makeup. And like I know that like I watch a lot of YouTubers and like they look amazing every time and like they just look dressed up. But I feel like that's not what my YouTube channel is about. And like if I really want to talk to y'all, I don't need to like look all like glammed up or something. So y'all are just gonna take me as I am, as Mary J. Blige said, or have nothing at all. But yeah, so I have my PJs on right now and it's like 11 a.m. and I'm just chilling, and I want to talk to you guys about what's been going on lately in my life. And I kind of want to do this like more often. Like I'm probably going to just do this like and make this like a little series where it's like called vlog update, and I just update you guys about my life and what's going on. So the first thing I want to talk about is just like how quarantine has been affecting me, or I guess we're not all the way in quarantine, we're in like phase 2, but like how the pandemic hasn't been affecting me. So like I already told you guys like way back in a couple videos ago that I like my whole family got the coronavirus and stuff. But I did want to talk about how like this virus, whether it's like causing people, whether it's causing deaths, because we don't know if everyone is passing away because of the virus. It's just like I noticed the world is like sick, and like I'm saying like physically sick. Like a lot of people are dealing with things with sicknesses and stuff, and then just this pandemic just makes everything worse. And I just noticed that like a lot of things have been happening in my life where I've been losing a lot of close relatives very fast. And it's been the relatives that have been there, you know, for my whole life, like my grandparents and close aunts and stuff. And it's just really weird because I've lost like within this year, within 2020, I've lost 2 close relatives. And then in 2019, I lost someone that was really close to me. And then in 2018, I lost another person. And I'm going to talk about all that. So like, just to talk about now, like the pandemic, so many people are losing people due to the virus and then due to like other health issues. And I've been affected. I know other friends and family members has been affected. So I'm just going to talk about like the family members I lost this year. So this year I like lost my grandmom, who was a very like big part of my life, and like someone that is definitely like made an impact on me and the woman I am now. And she passed away during when we were still quarantining really heavy. And it just sucks because like when you have a relative pass during this time with the funerals, especially if you were like in phase 1, it sucks because you don't really get to mourn how you usually mourn. You know how like when you find out your person passed and your family comes over, there's like a bunch of food and you guys get to hug each other, you get to cry with each other. That didn't get to happen with my grandmom. And it's just like she was such a huge part of my life, and it's just like it was only 10 of us that were allowed at the funeral, and we had to do the funeral inside of the funeral place. Like I can't think of like what to say, but you guys know like the places that they take the body to inside the funeral home. We had to have it in there. Like we didn't get to have it in a church or anything like that. And it was only 10 of us. We had to be 6 feet apart. It was so weird. Like it wasn't even like, and when you do stuff like that, when you're not used to like the regular funeral, like your emotions get affected. So like I cried, but my brain wasn't processing what this was. So it was just like, I don't even think I got to really mourn my grandma, and it really makes me sad because I haven't been to her house, and I haven't been able to be with my family members on that side because of like everything with COVID. And I really don't think I got to really cry for her like I wanted to, because it's just, the vibe was so off with the way that, you know, everything has to go with COVID and funerals. So I just feel like it'll hit me like during Christmas and Thanksgiving and stuff like that, when the house is empty and I just don't get to see her anymore. So I just think out of nowhere, like during holidays, I'll be like, oh wow, she's really gone. But the main funeral process and grieving process was just really messed up. And it's something we can do because we're following the rules and being healthy, but it's just not the same when you have to do a funeral through COVID. And then my great aunt passed, and she was another person, like I actually lived with her throughout my life. And she was another person that was just another huge impact on me, and she passed away as well. And none of these deaths are due to COVID. It's just what happened. And I just think we're in a time where, and I'm at an age where I am going to lose people that are getting older, but they were just so close to my life. So it's just really like, wow, this person was here my whole life and now they're gone. So my great aunt passed away, and we were able to have a better funeral this time. We were like 35 capacity. We wore our masks, but we still were able to have a service. We still were able to be around family, and we were able to, just have family get-togethers at the house. And we still had actual service, people sang and people spoke about memories. So that funeral was the best one to be under COVID limitations. So that was good. And I was able to be with my cousins and family members who really knew her well, and go back with like memories and mourn with them. So this one was better. But when you're in phase 1, I feel so sorry for all the families that have to go through it, because you can't mourn properly and it really affects your mental. So yeah, that was what happened this year. So I had 2 very close deaths that happened this year. And then the last year prior to that, my grandma, who I lived with majority of my whole life. So both of my grandmas passed by the end of 2020, they both were gone. But my other grandma that I lived with majority of my whole life, she passed away. And that was a huge thing to get over. She had health conditions, and this was right before COVID. So we were able to have a proper funeral. But she passed away, and that was really hard for me. And then before that, my grandpa passed away. That wasn't her husband, but like my other grandma, the first one. I know it's confusing, but basically like my other grandpa passed away, and I just noticed that starting from 2018 to 2020, I've lost, it's now 4 close relatives. So it took a toll on me, because it's like, you don't notice, like you're just still mourning because it's only been 2 years that all these people passed. And it's just like, now it all hit me when it's like the 4th person that's close to me. And I'm just like, wow, this is really happening. But I noticed that I'm getting older. I'm like 26 now, and those people were getting older, and health issues and stuff. And this is just probably that time of my life where I experienced I experienced those closest to me dying, and I experienced grief and what that feels like. So it's just a new process in life for me to take in and deal with. So I've been dealing with that a little bit. I've been a little down in the dumps sometimes when I think about that I lost all of them, but I believe, I believe in God, I believe in Jesus. So I believe that all my relatives that passed away are with him, and I will see them again eventually. So yeah, so, and everyone else in my family are very helpful and supportive and there for each other. And I'm going to be there for my cousin, because she is legit going through the exact same thing I went through with losing her grandmother. So I'll be there for her. So that being said, that happened. So I'm dealing with a lot of deaths and stuff in the family, and I have to deal with that. And then there's some other things that happened to me, like in the past couple weeks. I'm going to talk about how, one, I lost some hair. Like, I have bald spots. And I'm not going to show you them now because, like, you can't really see them because at least the kind of bald spots I develop are kinds where like I have, my hair can like go over it. But y'all, my hair fell out. So as you know, I had my knotless braids in, and I really thought that like getting my knotless braids would be fine for my hair, because I do have a softer texture of hair than like other people, and like I can't have that much tension on my hair because it will come out. And I've had box braids and single twists and stuff like that where they start at the knot, and then that was very stressful on my hair, and I did experience hair loss then. So I'm just like, I watched videos and said like the knotless braids will work because they're not as a stress on your head because it starts with your hair. But it ended up just still being stress on my hair. I just think any type of hairstyle for me that starts to develop a kind of weight where it's like weighing down my hair is going to end up with me losing my hair, because my hair is so soft. So even though knotless starts with your hair, it still has fake hair attached to it, and just having that grow over time down, it gets heavy, I guess. Well, it wasn't heavy like on my head, but I'm just saying like my hair just can't take anything weighing it down. So my hair came out. Me and my mom did very well with taking my hair out. Like we didn't cut my hair because we knew where my hair stopped, but I think it was just like the weight, the tension for the month that I kept it in. And so I lost some hair, and I'm gonna insert some pictures. It's just like in the front of my hair, like I don't know if you guys can see it, but like it's just like in the front of my hair, where like if I pull up in a ponytail, you'll kind of see it, or in a bun, you'll kind of see like a missing bald spot there. So that was like a chunk of hair that came out. And then my hair as a whole is it's like way thinner than it was. So yeah, guys, I experienced like hair loss, and yeah, it was kind of sad because like my hair was thicker and like more full before I got that. So I don't have hair that, like my hair does really well with growing because I keep up with my hair. I try to take care of it and do different like treatments to it, and just like try to make it as healthy as possible. So I know I'm not gonna have a problem with my hair growing back, and I'm happy that I didn't lose so much hair that I can like, because some people might not even notice it, but if you touch it or if you look through it, you'll see that it's like a little bit less, and the bald spot. So I'm going to show you guys that, like a picture of that. And so that happened. I lost hair. Then the next week, this is what just freaking happened, guys. So I had to go to urgent care for like 2 times. Like I had to go to urgent care twice. I can't think what I'm trying to say. I had to go to urgent care 2 weeks in a row. I went to urgent care 2 weeks in a row. And anyone who doesn't know what urgent care is, it's just like, it's urgent care. Like you go there, they take your insurance, and if something's wrong with you, they quickly like assist you with it, basically. Like a lot of people have it in their states and like places they live. So I went there because I, like, as you guys know, I'm a mermaid, and just like I love being in the water. I like do like flips and stuff in the water. I'm like a dolphin like in the water, and like I just go crazy in the water, and I go underwater like really deep. If I'm like in a like pool that's like a deeper pool that has like a deep end, I like go all the way at the bottom. Like I just do crazy stuff in the pool. So I was doing that. I was being a mermaid, I was being a dolphin, and I got a lot of water in my ear. And this happened to me in my life. Like this happens to me, like, because like I said, like I'm a mermaid. So yeah, the water got all in my ear, especially on this side, and then my ear was just hurting and hurting and hurting. At first I thought I had like allergies, but then I was like, I think it's because I've been swimming so much and like doing tricks and stuff. So that means that, you know, water stuck in my ear, and it was hurting, like it was starting to be painful. So I was like, let me go to urgent care, maybe they can help. So they gave me like antibiotic and a steroid, but they asked me, they were like, are you allergic to antibiotic? And guys, I'm not really allergic to anything. Like I can eat everything. I'm not allergic to plants, things outside. Like I don't really even have allergies like that. So I was like, no, I'm not allergic. So then I go there and they give me that, and I just start taking it because like I had to take it for 10 days straight, and then the steroids for 5 days straight. And I was taking it, and then fast forward to like the funeral, like of my great aunt. I went to like a family, you know how like you have the funeral and then you have like the food and stuff after, you know, like it's really black and y'all just like, we have a whole lot of food. So we had like a cookout like party thing for the funeral thing, and I ate, and there was no seafood or anything, and I'm not even allergic to seafood, but there was no type of thing like that where it's like you possibly might be allergic. So I'm thinking it's like, oh, maybe it's a seasoning or something. All of a sudden I get like, and you can't see anything because all of my breakout is gone, but all of a sudden I break out on hives when I get back, and I'm like, is it something that I ate? But I broke out in hives everywhere, and I had never broke out in hives before. Like the hives went all up my leg, my back, my stomach, my thighs, like it was everywhere, and it started spreading like within like an hour. It was everywhere, all over my body. It was really weird. It was like a scary movie, guys. And so I broke out in hives, and then I was like, I have to go to urgent care again this week. So I went again, and then urgent care like was asking me, they're like, I don't know what it is. And then something told me to tell her like, oh, you know, I was here last week, and you know, they gave me antibiotic and stuff. And she's like, oh, are you allergic to antibiotic? And I was like, I thought I wasn't. She said, that's probably what it is. So basically I broke out because the antibiotic, it was called moxicillin. So I'm allergic to moxicillin. I'm gonna take note of that. So yeah, I just broke out in hives everywhere, and it was just not a good time, and it was itchy, and I felt like I was in like one of those movies where like it's like a contagion and like things spread, and it was just, I hate itching because I feel like bugs are on me. And I'm gonna insert how my arm looked. So yeah, guys, that was me, and that was pretty much my life in a nutshell for the past couple weeks. You know, dealing with grief, dealing with death, dealing with like sometimes being depressed at times. And you know, I read my Bible at times, and I also pray, and so that's been helping me. But yeah, just dealing with that, and dealing with coping with death and those closest to me. I was dealing with that, and dealing with how I lost my hair, and dealing with how I broke out in hives. So I just wanted to let you guys know what was going on with me. I'm going to continue to like do these vlog updates for you guys. Let me know if you like them, or if you even care about my life and what I'm even going through. Let me know, and I'll just keep sharing with you guys stuff that is going on with my life. And I know this is like the same scenery that I keep doing, so I want to start walking around and like doing stuff too. Like maybe I'll go on my balcony and film, because I have a balcony. All right, guys, make sure you like and subscribe as usual, and remember to follow me on Instagram at Whitspiration, and follow me on Twitter at Whitspiration. Remember always to hit the bell when you subscribe as well, so that you can continue to get notifications of when I make new videos. And I'll be back, guys, with more content. I wrote like all these notes down, and I'm going to be back with you. So I hope you enjoyed this video. Comment if you liked it, and I'll see you soon. Bye.